Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hello, my name is Sam and I like everything to do with makeup. If you're not new around here, hello and welcome back. And we are still dealing with the cold sore. Still dealing with it. It's a whole thing. Let's not worry about it. It is going slowly but surely. It's hideous, I know, but I have to film. So you're just going to have to come on its journey with me, unfortunately. It's a shame, I know, sorry, life sucks. But if you haven't already guessed by the thumbnail, today we do have my hands on the Nomad palette. Super excited to dive into this and create one look with you, do some swatches. It is currently 7 p.m. So I haven't filmed like in the daytime, been super busy. So I thought I'd just sit down and relax and do like a look tonight. It's not gonna obviously stay on long because I'll be going to bed, but yeah, let's just dive right into it. For some reason on my like shop account, I didn't have tracking on this. I normally do, so I was a little bit confused, and then when it showed up on my doorstep today, I was like, oh my god, so excited. Yeah, so they always come like beautifully packaged. I love the packaging. I love the brand. So they also came with, I know if you live in America, you got the little like thing, a little postcard thing where you can actually post some letters to Juliet. I'm not too sure why they didn't do that for other countries. I'm not too sure whether it was like a price thing. I don't, or it made the packaging heavier. I don't think so. I think it was just like a little envelope. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused why everyone didn't get that, but you know, it is what it is. But it did come with its normal postcard. So if you're new to Nomad, their palettes are based on destinations that they have travelled to. This is their Valentine's palette, and they have travelled obviously to Verona to create this palette. It's Verona Amore. Do I sound Italian anyway? Not a clue. But yeah, and it also, well, we'll get into that in a moment. And they also send these cute little postcards. So this is one, I've had this a couple of times. This is like just like a welcoming to you to the brand. It's the guy's picture on the back. Obviously it's a postcard because they travel to the destinations. Felicia and Auntie, and it's just telling you a little bit about Nomad, when it was founded, a couple of their palettes along the bottom. And yeah, I think they're just amazing, guys. They really are. I can't go on about them enough. They're just a brand that I only found last year, and I just fully support them, and they're amazing, basically. And this is a little postcard that we got with the Nomad palette, and it's obviously Juliet's tower thing where she balcony, that's the one I was after, and Romeo's too. So beautiful. Fall in love with Verona. Setting for a love story like no other. We hope our Verona love and death palette inspires you to create a masterpiece of your own. Thank you for the support. And just like a William Shakespeare quote. And yeah, and they also do like they give some of their commission, like their money from the palettes and stuff, they give like some proceeds to charity, which again is just amazing. Like flipping out, could they get any better? So the cause for this one is they're supporting World Wildlife Fund, that protects all animals, including lovebirds. And like they just put a little note, it's just like, thank you Samantha, thank you so much Samantha. And honestly, guys, amazing. I know you're not going to be watching this, but yeah, amazing anyway. And this is of course the palette that everybody's been, I think this is like kind of broke the internet kind of thing. I feel like it's a really big Valentine's release. I think they've done amazing with this. Yeah, so if you haven't heard about it, where you been lying? But yeah, so this is obviously the shades and all the names on the back. The destination, the coordinates, and the inspiration, and I think that is what is on the postcard just written there. Yeah, it is cruelty free and vegan. I don't think this one tells you the shelf life on it. I'm not too sure. I can never find it, or where it's actually made, to be quite. It's recyclable. 12 months. Oh, there we go. 12 months. But it doesn't tell you where it was made, oh, China, I think. So let's just dive into it anyway. So I didn't have no casualties in this palette, thank God. A couple of us in the Patreon group received ours, and I think there was one casualty. But this is what I mean, like Nomad's customer service is 10 out of 10. A few people have complained about the shimmer quality in this palette, so they have said they're gonna send you out a new palette. If you have a dud palette, basically, you can get in touch with them and they're going to send you out a brand new palette with, like, free of charge. I just think that's just flipping amazing. Do you know what I mean? So that's going to cost them a hell of a lot of money, but I think there was a problem in manufacturing where some of the palettes did come a little bit, whether they've tested a few of their own, they've been like, yeah, okay, we've got a couple that are like a bit dodgy, so we'll send them out a new one. That's absolutely fine. And I don't think everyone's complained about it. I know, like, Santa's Village palette, a lot of people like didn't really like that shimmer formula. That was how it was made. So yeah, I'm gonna stop waffling on, and this is the palette. Look at that packaging, guys. I mean, you can see my ring light's just bouncing off it. It's just, honestly, I can't describe how beautiful it is. And I know a lot of people aren't loving this packaging. Can you hear some music? My daughter's in the bath, so I'm thinking having some kind of music going on. I can't open it now. Yeah, so I know a lot of people are, that was just the paper, aren't loving this, but I think it's flipping cute. I feel like it could be a little bit awkward. I get why people aren't possibly loving it, but I think it's lovely. I honestly, I don't have anything like this in my collection, so I'm happy to have something. You have your mirrors either side, and let's just talk about this colour story. Okay, it's going to be a little bit finicky to hold. I can understand now why people are a bit... Let's just slot it there. Okay, so let's just talk about this colour story. Wow, this is amazing. Like, you've got obviously your love side and your death side. And you've definitely got a lot of pink tones in here. If you are a pink lover, you're probably just going to stick to this side, aren't you? Okay, this is, yeah, I can understand why people are getting a bit, a bit like, it is a bit annoying to hold, but I'm glad. But yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. The shimmers look impeccable. They look stunning. They look sparkly. They look like a different quality to the, a different formula to the Santa's Village palette. I'm really hoping that they are. And obviously then you have your death side, which is more of like your grungy purples and greys, and this shade here looks absolutely outstanding. I'm trying to think of what I actually want to do. This is a duochrome down here, whether that will show up on camera. Oh, kind of, yeah. You can see it goes like from purple to green. So let's dive in and let's do some swatches and let's create the first look. Now that you guys have all seen the swatches, I've been kind of looking, thinking, I don't know what to do. But I kind of want to mix it, but then I'm kind of like, do I really want to, or do I want to stick to one shade? Stick to like one side. Do I do love and then I do death and then I mix it? Let's just, I don't know. Let's start out with this shade, which is called Love. I'm kind of wondering if some of these, again, I love the imprints of these as well. Like, they're just like a little inkwell, and you've got the face masks for the drama, the tombstone. You know when you just like, you don't want to disturb a palette and you don't want to upset it and ruin all of those good indents. So let's tap. I've just used P. Louise base, by the way. Oh, if you're wondering what this is, I've also been testing out the matte blush from Charlotte Tilbury. Let me know if you'd like a review on that. I've done like a little like Instagram reel, but ooh, that is pigmented. Wow. Ooh, it's like an orangey, like fiery red. Oh, that is nice. It's leaning a little bit more orangey than, I think it is more orangey in the pan as well, to be quite honest. So I'm not mad at that, but it's beautiful. I'm just going to stamp this on to the outer corner and then we'll darken it up in a moment. So it's a Friday night and I've decided to come on here and sit and do my makeup because that's clearly how I roll. Just going to start to like create that shape that I want. I kind of want to do something quite dramatic, I think. Let's have a little bit of a break, go and put the little one to bed, chat to have story time. So we read the Gruffalo and then I came in and just matched up the other eye. Are they totally even? Probably not, but you know what, it's like, you know, it is what it is. So I think I'm going to blend out with the shades Balcony, just going up through the pinks. Like I say, with the pinks, if I like, I don't know if there's going to be that much of a difference, if I'm being totally honest. I'm just going to stamp this just across the shape that I have made. A lot of kick up in that shade. Didn't find too much kick up in the red, but I was using like a packing brush, so I suppose that might have made a difference. And then I'm going to start doing some small circular motions to start blending this out. Like I said, we want to go quite dramatic. And I did think, because this is kind of like an orangey red, I might go in with with the blue to deepen it up. I don't know, would that be a good idea? I think, rather than going in with like, there's a black, yeah, the black. I'm just, like I say, making this quite dramatic because, you know, why not? Go big or go home. Yeah, so I'm just going to match this up on the other eye, just stamping, getting that shape that I want, and then starting to blend out. I must say, this is a beautiful like baby pink, maybe very light hand. You could get away with using this as a blush. I could have done that, but obviously I've already used my blush for today. Kind of like want to drag that out a little bit, create some drama. Who doesn't love a bit of drama? Yeah, so it's kind of, I'm just gonna go, I will go over this and blend it all together, but for now it is what it is. And then I think I'm gonna go in with that lightest pink shade just to go right around the edges. And that is, I haven't even been telling you the shade names. So I've gone in with, I went in with Love, I think I did tell you that one. And then I went in with Balcony, and now we are going in with Paradise. Such beautiful names. Another one you could use as a blush. I think any of these, like obviously for like deeper skin tones, you'd probably go in with these. Fairer skin tones, you'd go in with these. Maybe even a medium skin tone, you could probably get away with this one. If you went in very lightly, you could get like an orangey tone blush. I'm definitely going to be trying that. And just going to do some circular motions right on the edge, just to start blending out those edges so they're not as harsh. I'm looking how this is turning out though so far. And then I think before, no I won't, I will go in with that navy first, and pack that on to the outer corner. So the navy is called Poison. It's got like a little poison bottle here. That was my rabbit, I do apologise. Can you see the poison bottle? So cute, so cute. Let's get a clean brush. Is that a clean brush? Probably not. Don't you love how like original I am? You know, just here, you know, professional. I'm definitely not professional, by the way. Please don't take any advice from me. So yeah, gonna go in with that navy shade and just stamp it. Oh, there's a lot of kick up in that one. A lot of, I don't know if I'd be able to show you. No, I don't think I can. But yeah, a lot of kick up. I don't want it to be too dark or too intense, so I'm gonna tap it off as much as I can, and then hopefully rather just build it up rather than, this is a good way of telling whether your shades, what is it called? It's too late. Shades are not beautiful, blendable, flipping heck, by layering them on top of each other, seeing whether you create any kind of like muddiness, muddy mess. And if it's too dark or you don't want it to be like that intense, go back in with the brush that you were using the red on and just pat it back over the top to really bring back that shade, but to also keep the depth. I don't know who I learnt that off, but I think it was a very good tip. So you can't really tell that it's navy, to be quite honest, it just looks black. But it hasn't created any kind of muddy mess or anything. So I'm going to go ahead now and go over the shades. I'm trying to think, do I bring that pink all the way in, or do I kind of leave it where it is? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to use like a shade from, like a shimmer from the dark side, a death side, and a shimmer from the love side. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead now. I haven't decided if I'm going to bring that pink in or not. I'll see how I feel. And then we're just gonna, I'll be right back and we'll put some shimmer on the lid and see how the shimmers perform. We are back and this is how we're looking at the moment. I've just gone ahead and put some NYX glitter glue and we're gonna try and pick this shadow up now on a Refa 21. Now I'm gonna go in with, I have to go in with that duochrome, that the shade Tragedy. Try and pick this up on a brush and see how well we go. Oh, it's picked up okay. Not too bad. We'll see how it applies. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, wow, that is pretty. Oh, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. And then I think I'm gonna go in with like obviously a pinkier one, just at the edge. So I think I want this to kind of be maybe like the main focus, and then maybe just a touch of pink at the edge. I really like that. And then normally I am like a light shimmer person, but I'm just stepping out of my comfort zone. Yeah, so I bought that, like I say, mainly all the way in, and then I think for like the inner corner and all the way, yeah, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Cupid, which is the lightest one in the palette. Let's just flip my brush over, and I've just dug my finger into a shade. Let's see. I feel like this one is going to be more of like that topper, but it has picked up absolutely fine on the brush. And again, it's just got that, oh, it's got like a blue, oh wow, that's so pretty. Don't know if it goes with that, but we're just gonna roll with it anyway. It's got like a bluey purpley reflect to it. Okay, I'm in love. Okay, I'm gonna go and match up the other eye. Let's do the lower lash line actually together, and then we can, well, I've had no problem with my shimmers and picking them up on a brush, so that's how I like to do it as well. For the lower lash line, I was thinking about actually going into, do I go into like those purpley shades? No, I don't think I'm gonna. I'm gonna go in with the shade Quill down here, which has a little quill in it. Too cute, too cute. Yeah, just that all across the bottom, lower lash line. And then I might take a little bit of the Poison, like the navy blue, to kind of match it up a little bit. See how it's looking. Like work on that. Then same brush, just gonna add a little bit of depth and trying to keep that literally right by the lower lash line so I don't drag that down too far. And then we'll just take my fluffy brush, which I use for that pink shadow with no extra product on, and just make sure that that's blended. Yeah, just a bit like that. So now I'm going to go and match up the other eye, and then I'll be right back. I'll put some lashes on, sort this hair out, which, I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do with that, but we'll be right back. So we are back with the finished look. As always, let me know down in the comments what you think about the look that I created today. To wrap things up in my waterline, I just put that away. I used Mad Hatter's Tongue from the Beauty Bay Shadow Sticks. I flipping love those. I use them a lot. I used Jacqueline Cosmetics lip kit in the shade Sweetheart. And these lashes, I mean, they're a bit like, you know, I think they're supposed to be like those Russian lashes. These are from a brand called Bami Lash or Bami Lash, I'm not too sure. I bought them off TikTok in like a bundle kind of thing. So yeah, let's get into my first impressions of the palette. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. I love the packaging. It's stunning, and I love how they've created it. I love the fact that it opens up like this. It can be a bit annoying, I think, when for YouTube purposes it's probably going to be annoying day to day. I think it's absolutely perfect, and I think there's something for everyone in this palette. If you want to, you know, stick to your like more neutrally side, you've definitely got this in. If you want to play with colour, you've definitely got a little bit of this. Are these pinks sort of all leaning the same? I don't know, because I used 3, and I gotta say, when like when I stacked these two, they were totally different. This is definitely like more orangey leaning. I think they're definitely beautiful. I think they are different on the eye, but I'd have to play around with it some more to definitely see whether they were all very dissimilar, or whether there was something that you could possibly change in there. But I wouldn't change it, I really wouldn't. I think there's something for, like I said, something for everybody in this palette, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I had no problems blending it out. I had no problems working with the shadows. I had no problems packing the shadows on. I had no problems with the shimmers. They went on a brush absolutely fine. Yeah, I can't complain about this palette. It is the Nomad formula. It's the Nomad quality. It's just 10 out of 10. That was my stomach rumbling. If you actually heard that, I am pissing starving. Yeah, so I think it's stunning. I think it's really, I think I nailed it, and I think this is definitely like possibly the #1 Valentine's release that I've seen. Like, I've seen Natasha Denona do a release, I've seen Beauty Bay do a release, which I didn't buy, I haven't bought either of those. Have we seen any of the Valentine's releases? I don't think so. That's what I mean, nothing that's really took me, whereas this took me. It's Nomad. I'm probably always gonna like have a little bit of a soft spot for them, but yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So congratulations and well done to Nomad on another fantastic release. And I think that's everything, guys. If there's anything that you want to know, anything that's on my face will be linked down below as always, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.